What's up, guys? We are here at the Supro studio and the day has finally come. We are showing you the brand new Supro Airwave with onboard cabinet simulation powered by 2 Notes. Nick, what's on the docket for today?
Yeah, we're just gonna go through some tones on this amp and check out all the cab sims, and then we're gonna go hang out with our friend Marcus Machado in the studio, build a track, and hear how this thing sounds.
All right, let's get into spec talk. So on the front end, you've got the fully analog Supro sound with a 12 AX7 tube-driven preamp, onboard and foot-switchable boost and drive, a 3-band EQ, tube tremolo, real spring reverb, and a master volume. And this runs into the iconic Supro Class A power section with precision-matched 6v6 power tubes pushing a custom BD12 speaker made by Celestion. So here's where it gets fun. In addition to all the traditional tube amp features, the Airwave also features onboard cabinet simulation, which you can run via mono or stereo out to an audio interface or front of house speakers, with the ability to mute the onboard speaker using an internal dummy load. In other words, you're always running the Airwave preamp or power section, but you've also got the option to load in 12 additional cab simulations, both modern and vintage Supros. You also have a pre-post button on the front, allowing your DI output to include both the preamp and power sections or preamp only. You've got a dedicated output knob for the DI on the back of the amp. And you've also got the option via the 2 Notes Torpedo software to load in the hundreds of different 2 Note cabinet simulations in their ecosystem. It's pretty amazing. All right, so we're gonna start things off by running a test. We're gonna mic the physical Airwave cabinet in the room with an SM57, while simultaneously recording the DI on the back of the amp with an emulation of the exact same cabinet, speaker, and mic.
All right, so now I'm just gonna play a simple chord progression on the guitar, and we're gonna listen back and see how close the 57 on the Airwave is to the cab sim.
All right, Rob, let's hear it back. I mean, dude, I can't hear the difference at all.
Wait, which one is which? I don't even...
This is the SM57 on the amp. That's the DI. I mean, I literally can't hear the difference.
If you told me it were the opposite, I would have believed you. I've no idea. Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, so let's get rid of the 57 that's on the amp, and then we'll run the DI in stereo because it's really cool, and we'll add a Royer 121 in the Airwave cab preset, and it'll just show a little bit more depth. And I think what would be also really cool is if you play the chord progression but a little strummier, so we can really hear the analog preamp and power section push, and you can hear how natural the saturation is on the amp when you're in DI.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so now we're going to show you all 12 presets that are on the Airwave, which are organized into modern and vintage banks, which you can access via this push button and rotary switch. And the presets are amazing. They've been tailored by mic configurations, room reverbs and ambiances, dynamic enhancers and EQs. And so I think to show them, I'm just going to play a very simple chord progression, and we'll toggle through all of them so you can get a feel for it. All right, so you just got a feel for all the different cab sims, but now you really want to apply those creatively and pair them with different guitars and onboard preamp settings and really show you the range of tones you can get with this thing. This past week, we've had renowned guitarist and producer Marcus Machado by, and we've been playing with the Airwave in the studio, making all sorts of ideas. And we wanted to bring you in on the session, show you how great the workflow is in this thing, all the different tones you can get when you're producing and writing, and it was just a lot of fun.